Welcome back. We have left Cavallino, and this is a way different kind of video. We were at Cars and Coffee where, as you can see, it's pretty damn big. So it's a huge mix of stuff. Yeah, it's not going to be the classy styling that Cavallino was, but I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. There's going to be some cool cars, quite a bit of diversity, and imagine a bit of mayhem too. So make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already. I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to jump right into this Cars and Coffee. Let's just jump straight into it. Couple S13s at the front. There we go. Looks like a Nova, I believe, but got a huge blower on it. That is pretty sick. And look at that RS3 behind it. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of diversity. And yeah, Roy already knows we're in the element here. Look at that R35 GTR. It's very loud here already. Lots of Mustangs as far as the eye can see. Yeah, this is going to be a big one, guys. Here we go, the Racer's Edge. The F-150 Lightning, very nice. Here we go, we do have a few supercars there. NSX, really underappreciated and underrated car. But yeah, I always have liked the NC1s. I do think they look good. And this is actually pretty rare. It's an LP552, so not four-wheel drive. This one is a rear-wheel drive example of the Gallardo. It's actually pretty damn cool to see that, and like I said, very rare. And nice 430 actually too. So yeah, like I mentioned, bit of everything. It's not just tuners and muscles. We will see quite the diversity here, and there's a good scope of just how big things are here. So there's a lot to go through. That's nice. Gen 2 Viper, one of the longest first gears in the world. You get a chance to drive those cars there. Comically long in first gear, but very fun to drive. It's quite the interesting car. Look at the size of the turbo on this little Toyota. That is freaking massive. Something that's this tiny with a bolt-on that big is probably putting out a ton of power. And at the back, those are pretty close to like full-on drag tires. So that's that is nuts, man. That is a Toyota Starlet, so pretty rare. And yeah, the fact that he did basically a drag build to it is pretty hilarious. But yeah, we'll just keep on going. What on earth do we have over here, actually? So apparently at one point this was a normal looking Corvette, but as you can see, it's not now. Look at the exhaust pipes just sticking out of the engine block. Obviously there's no hood on it. How on earth could you put a hood on something like this? But look at all the body panels are stripped off from the front, and in the interior, yeah, there's not much going on in there. You got a steering wheel. I'm guessing it's probably a C4. Something's going on back there, but that is absolutely wild. There's a clean NA1 NSX right-hand drive, so Japanese import. Very good to see that. We did see a few back at RMC Miami. It's nice to see one out in the flesh though, and behind that there are a ton of Mustangs. It looks like the entire row actually is all 5.0, so if you like Mustangs, there you go. But I think there's a lot of cool modified cars down this row. There's a big old Grand National right there, GNX actually, so top of the line. Pretty damn sick. Obviously a lot more well known now if you are a Kendrick fan, but there we go. C7 Corvette over here too. Another car that looks like full-on drag build, and as you can see, yeah, that is not playing any games, so probably a ton of power. You can see pretty much drag slicks on the tires too. I'm not really sure how that even drove here, but that is pretty cool to see. And we have a nice Viper over there beside another top-of-the-line Corvette, the C6 ZR1, one of the coolest Corvettes ever made. I absolutely love the glass cover over the engine. That is such a nice touch. Always like that with this car. And the chrome wheels, I'm not usually big in chrome wheels, but it does suit that car really nicely against that iconic blue as well. Look at that EK hatch, guys, and it is loud. There's no hood on it. That's quite the build. And yeah, exhaust poking right out of the engine block. That is pretty nuts, my goodness. But yeah, as you can see, cars just keep rolling in and rolling in. There is a Rasta Banana driving a jacked up truck. I don't even know what that is. Let's go check it out. Oh, first and foremost though, shout out the V12 Toyota Century. The new ones in Japan are V8s now, but that's the OG, the V12. Pretty cool to see that over here in the States. But let's go investigate this, whatever that is. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't even know how he's seeing out of that costume up there, but I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you guys, but it is drawing quite the crowd, obviously. A ton of cars trying to pull in behind it, but guess we'll make way for the Rasta Banana. There's a couple of Slan Mercedes too that I do want to get around to checking out as well once we clear a bit away here from this dune buggy. So yeah, apparently that guy is controlling its remote control, which is nuts. I was wondering how that guy even saw out of that banana costume, but it is not a costume. It's just a plushie doll, and the guy is controlling it with a remote. But nice slammed old Merc on the BBSs. That is pretty sick. That one is even lower, but there is a cool little Nissan Stagia back here too. Kind of an iconic Nissan station wagon where if you get the RS and the Autech version, you do get an RB25 in it, and you can basically make it a station wagon GTR. You can even put an R34 front bumper on it. Very sick. But there we go, Mark IV Supra rolling in behind us as well. Always good to see. And we do have a nice little MR2 behind that as well. SW20 Gen TE37s. Very good. Another underrated car, actually. That's quite nice. I've even got some Lowriders here too, and going by the size of the tiny wheels here on the Impala, I'm thinking this is going to bounce pretty high. So hopefully we can catch these doing some hydraulic bounces on the rollout from this event, because that'd be pretty sick. But look at a nice C6Z06 too. Very nice. There's even a GT3 Cup car back there, so that should be an interesting row. But I don't know, it just keeps getting even more wild the further we get into this meet. And I guess the rules are pretty lenient here in Florida, because some of these cars, I don't even know how they roll in. You can see the size of the forced induction on these things. Look at this Camaro. Again, another car you can't even put a hood on. There's just so much work done to it. Oh my god, there's NOS tanks in the back of that Corvette. Just nuts. Again, like full drag radials on this thing. I don't even know how you can drive this on the road. It wouldn't fly back in Canada, but here in Florida, I guess everything goes, and that's pretty sick. We get to see that here at the meet. Another drag car, and this one is out of the JDM alley. You've got the Civic hatch. That's outrageous. I can imagine, because just how far this bumper is sticking out from a standard Civic, that there's a ton of work done to it. It looks like we are going to get the hood opened up too. Get a peek at this Honda. Wow. Lots and lots of work done to it. Obviously, you can see the exhaust sticking through the hood already, and I can't even imagine how much power this thing is putting out. That is nuts. Nice Turbo S, and I do particularly like these 5-spoke wheels. I'm not 100% sure which brand. It does have the Porsche center caps on it, maybe HREs, but that does look really good. And we pointed out earlier, there's a 991.2 GT3 Cup car, which pretty surprising to see here at this Cars and Coffee, but why not? That's pretty cool. And there is the last thing I was expecting to see here is the new Charger. We actually did just see the production form of this at the Detroit Auto Show, but the fact that it's on the road already is pretty wild. Unfortunately, though, look inside, and it's just a big glove compartment. It's electric. The last car that had to go to electric power, they put the Bumblebee sticker on the side, stage 2, but it's not. It just isn't. It's not. I don't care how fast it is. It's electric. It shouldn't be electric. And I think eventually the community will bully Dodge into putting a V8 back into this thing. They already kind of caved and said they will put a powerful inline 6 in it, which is a start. But I think they will get bullied into putting a V8 back into this car eventually. We have an Alpha GTR, which is 1,500 horsepower, ton of work done to it. Outside, there's really not that much work done aesthetically, so it's a bit of a sleeper. But 1,500 horsepower, absolutely wild. And this Mercedes over here, wild kit, very like Koenig Specials inspired. You could see the flared sides and a crazy wing. It's almost like a Bosozoku Japanese car. But actually, let's see if we can get to the back here and take a look at this wing. Yeah, it's very similar to a Bosozoku car, I have to say. And there's a better look at the flared fenders sticking out pretty damn far. The all-white is nice, and I do think, yes, these are rotiform wheels, so definitely I think if you're going these crazy German styles, you do have to go with rotiforms. That's just my opinion. I do think that is the best looking kind of wheel for this car, but interesting kit. I do kind of like it. Suzuki Alto, little tiny K car. Again, a little bit of everything at this show, which it makes it very, very nice. And wow, more GTRs here. And going by the tires, once again, I think we do have another drag style build, so who knows how much power this thing is putting out. But once again, apparently you can just drive anything in Florida. The laws don't really apply, but yes, a couple more GTRs down there and another one over there, so no shortage of R35s. But I guess we'll just keep going through and finding more cars. Another nice R35. I did always like this orange. This was one of the various facelift edition launch colors, but it has like a Nismo style wing in the back, which is nice. 458 Spider, great car. We have had no shortage of Ferraris this weekend, but always good to see. There's a Gen R32 Viper back there. Another NA1 NSX, very nice on the BBSs, a pretty iconic combination. And we've got a Supra with the hood open. You guys can already see the size of these aftermarket turbos. Pretty nuts. And once again, seems to be the theme of the show there, we have drag tires at the back. So hopefully we get to see some of these cars driving on the rollout and see if they put down any power. But man, that is pretty sick. There we go, lots of JDM Kings here, plenty of Supras. There is an R34 GTR over there, but if you're in the States and you're at a car meet, R34 GTRs are always going to be swarmed by people and get a lot of attention. But it is sort of like Midnight Purple 2 or Midnight Purple 3. Very nice looking color. Does look like it has the TE37s on it as well. Very nice. This Mark IV Supra obviously has some work done to it. So yeah, probably putting out a ton of power. But there are a few more Mark IVs over on this side as well. They're all very clean. Dive under the hood of this one too. You guys can once again see just how massive these turbochargers are. So yeah, tons and tons of power, obviously. And we do have another NA1 NSX over here on work VS wheels. Very good looking, and it is available for sale. So I don't know if you're the owner or someone who's interested in buying it. There's the number. Hit them up. Buy yourself a nice NSX. Right-hand drive too. So JDM import. Sort of an RWB look-alike here. I'm not sure who builds this kit, but it is very good looking, I will say that. Definitely has a similar style wing at the back too. I see a full roll cage. Probably some work done to the engine bay too. But yeah, aesthetically it does look very, very good. Like Shelby GT500 staring us in the face. If you want to really make a name for yourself at the car meet and show up, just pull with some army trucks. I don't even know how they got these things. Shouts out. My goodness, this is nuts. I wasn't joking when I said it's a little bit of everything. Look, there's a nice E92 as well, and the trucks just keep on getting bigger and bigger as we walk further down this aisle. Look at this old bad boy right here. Oh my goodness, it's a Pontiac. But look at, oh, the white wheels. Damn. It's loud too. There we go, guys. R32 GTR, my personal favorite, and it's a very clean one too. We have the Nismo LM wheels on it, nice carbon fiber additions on it as well. Almost like a Mines style build, I would say, but does look really good in white. So nice that we found an R32 here. Z31, another underappreciated car. Rarely ever see them out at these meets very often, but very good looking. And we don't, once again, you don't really see them too often. But there we go, a couple of Terrenos, and these are the notchback styles too. So don't have that fastback styling. It's more of like a coupe, but it's very nice. I do like seeing those. And beside that, another cool little Toyota. We have an SR5 Corolla, and I absolutely love these tiny little 4-spoke wheels. Very period correct. Suits the car absolutely wonderfully. And it does have the JDM side mirrors front as well, and the engine bay. Very clean. Does look really nice. So shouts out to the owner on that. Very good build. Another R32. Always good to see more and more of those. There's a Mark IV Supra hiding back here. There's the Mark V that I was talking about, and that is heavily modified. My goodness. Definitely a track build. Look at the carbon fiber louvers just cut right into the hood. So that's pretty cool. And there we go, Celica GT4, the ST205 body style. Very nice. Right-hand drive too. That's awesome. Car enthusiast in training. How about that? That's pretty sick. Fake Shelby GT500 drop, one of one, parked up in its own spot. Here we go, guys. The track focus Civic. Have a look at this. Basically, not an inch of this engine bay has been left untouched. And you have parts from legendary tuners all over the place. Skunk 2. I do see, yeah, we do have some spoon on the Honda motor. I'm sure there's a lot of other spoon parts there. The coil rad radiator in the front, but yeah, as you can see, tons of aero. Everything is functional. Even sort of have like a Challenger Hellcat style intake here. There is no headlight there. It's cut wide open. Again, another thing where it's like, I don't think this would fly back in Toronto, but Florida, God bless, it doesn't really seem like they have many rules. You can just get away with anything, and that is freaking awesome. And there we go, it is plated, confirmed. But man, that is a pretty cool little build right there. Boom, maybe the rarest thing here, a Tesla Roadster. So you guys are all familiar with the Model X's and then the Model 3s, and especially now the Cybertrucks. But back up here. This is the original Tesla right there, ladies and gentlemen, the Roadster. Pretty much based on an Elise, and it's obviously full electric. Check out the interior though. Do have basically, I think, beige or cream, whatever you want to call it, with the matching lime green details and accents and carbon fiber dashboard. That's pretty nuts. You like never ever see these things around. Honestly, it's not a bad looking car. So hey, you know what, Elon, if you want to make another one that looks like this, I wouldn't mind that too much. Here, why not? We gotta show a little bit of love to these hot rods. This 1928 Ford has a V8 from a 1957 Ford Thunderbird in it. And yeah, look at the size of those exhaust pipes sticking out of the side. Hilarious, very funky car. And yeah, you gotta appreciate every side of car culture, because these things are absolutely nuts, guys. There goes the RMC Miami FD and the RWB. Nice to see those again outside. Guys, I might just retire from cars at this point, because now I've seen it all. This is a Honda S2000 rat rod. I cannot believe this. I don't even know what this front end is from, but as you can see, basically from the front axle back, it's a Honda S2000, but it's dumped to the ground. The engine is literally sitting on the floor. I don't even know how he got this thing in here. Look at all the Florida license plates that are strapped on to literally the chassis of the car. This is easily the wildest thing I've ever seen. Look at the size of these rear tires that are sticking way out from the actual body line. There is confirmation it is an S2000, and not only that, it's right-hand drive. It's from Japan. Sponge guard on the dash in the middle. Oh my goodness. This is easily one of the craziest cars I have ever seen. Tampa Bay Lightning license plate. Go Leafs, go. Come on, buddy. But the rest of it is pretty hilarious. I'm actually speechless. We've seen so many incredible cars on this channel, but I'm telling you guys right now, this might be the craziest one of them all. I just want to confirm with you guys, that is an LS right there, and that's supercharged. Transmission is from an Infinity, so a little bit of everything going on with this S2000. And there's the Instagram right there. Pep does it, so make sure you check him out, guys, because this is, like I said, probably the craziest car I have ever seen in my life. We literally just came from one of the world's greatest Ferrari events where we saw some incredible cars, but I'm telling you guys, in person, this is one of the craziest cars you will ever see on this channel. Nice Mitsubishi Legnum, very rare. TE37s on that too, but yeah, if it has the VR4 in it, that is the desirable engine. I think that's the GDI, but still, very cool to see a Legnum. So many R35s here, guys. This is wild. I do like this wide body here. I think it's a Liberty Walk V1 kit, no stickers on it or anything, but that swan neck wing does look familiar. I do believe that's the version 1 Liberty Walk kit, but pretty much every different form of the R35. And look at that, even a 991.1 GT3 RS in lava orange. Pretty sick. Tale of two tapes here. You got the fully functional Scat Pack Challenger there, and you got the fully non-functional but fully sick Lowrider here, whatever you want to call it, guys. But the blue and gold is awesome. And look at the stance on this thing. Let me get down quickly so you can see how much camber, positive camber, is on this car. Quick look at the interior too. All blue and gold throughout there too. Man, a lot of work goes into these things. So freaking cool. And just a little bit of everything here at this show. Hey guys, as you can see, cars are starting to roll out. So we're going to post up here, see what we can get. But yeah, there are police on the road, so I'm not sure how wild it's going to get, but we can at least see some of the cars roll out. Maybe see some new stuff we haven't seen already too. Oh, damn. This truck. Oh. There we go. Yes, you in the office, baby. Damn, the steering wheel. Holy. He's got a rim for a steering wheel. Check it out. Nice little Bluebird there, the Triple S. But we've decided to go a little closer to the actual exit. and see if we can get any good pulls from the cars leaving the meet. Damn. Oh. getting wild, guys. C6 out of 6 is getting ready to rumble. We got the R8 drop over there. Who's gonna go first? That is absolutely dumped. That outfit looks a little out of place. Nice NSX actually too. It's getting wilder here, guys. Here we go. Somebody has set off the alarm at the store across the street. It's getting loud here. It's a scramble, baby. Camera, we got some potential. Light it up! Spec RS15, let's go! Alright guys, we do have a cop talking to the M2 over there, so I don't know, we might be getting shut down here. There we go guys, the Rasta Banana Mobile is heading out. There we go, guys. It might be game over now. Okay, so the cops are not allowing left turns anymore. Only right turns, yet people are still wheeling out of here. Yeah, people just don't care, apparently. Just amazing, guys. It's still going. It's still going. Shout out to this police officer right here. So chill, letting everybody have fun. It's somewhat controlled. We'll leave it at that. But everyone's having fun. Everyone's having a good time. So shout out to the Florida cops here. This would never work in Toronto. This is a good time. Starlet Glanza V, a little JDM legend. He bouncing. Oh, yes. Look at that. Front right is off the ground, guys. Oh, yes. You got De Tomaso Pantera. There you go, Bayside Blue. Crazy wrap. I think that might be the end of the cars though, guys, but wow, what a show. That was incredible. And once again, shout out to Doral Police, man. They held it down, super chill, and created a really, really fun, memorable meet. So shouts out to those guys and this cop right here. Very cool. Guys, as you can see, there's still a few more cars lingering around, but that's pretty much the end of the show. Actually, that cool modded Porsche is coming up behind us, but what a crazy Cars and Coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And like I said, Miami car meets are just off the hook. Remember Too Fast, Too Furious? That's what we call a scramble. That was absolutely insane. So again, remind you guys to hit subscribe, like, comment, share if you like this content, you want to see more of it. We'll see you next time, whatever the crazy adventure we get up to next on 6 Cars.